Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly live. Today, we're diving into one of the hottest jurisdictions in the gaming world, Anjouan. This small island in the Indian Ocean is suddenly on everyone's radar. Fast licensing, competitive costs, and yes, growing interest from both startups and established operators. Within the next 1-2 months, Anjouan is expected to reach the milestones of 1,000 issued licenses. So, to help us separate the facts from the hype, I'm joined by Ivan Kiselov, the founder of MGL. Ivan has worked with a range of jurisdictions, and today we will get into one what Anjouan actually offers and who is it for, how it fits into the bigger gaming picture. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump in. So, Ivan, hello. And
Hello, hello, yeah.
let's start with the big picture. Uh, what is going on with Anjouan right now?
Thank you, Christina. Um, what is going on? I mean, it's booming. It's very good license to get right now. It's fantastic experience with this license, fantastic conditions to get this license, and so on and so on. So yeah, people choose this license because of two main reasons. I would say if we break down it, we make it like break down what it is. Definitely, first of all, it's faster, easier, and cheaper to get this license than in any other jurisdictions. And secondly, once you granted this license, you have much less limitations and less requirements. That's a lot. That's very big. That's important. And behind all these advantages, Anjouan is well recognized by payment providers, by gaming providers, by banks. So it's well recognized license.
And for those who are new to the topic, could you explain what the Anjouan license is and how it works? I mean, how does the local regulation work?
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, this is a small island in Africa. If nobody knew about this, and simply speaking, this license, which regulates gambling operations. So and there are like people behind this license, and these regulations, this Anjouan needs to make sure that the people behind the casino, they are in the proper, they're in good standing, if we can say like this. And of course, they also check the website, they check the partners casino working with, and so every party is in good standing here too. So Anjouan makes sure that you don't violate any regulations as well, in addition to like background checks, we can say. That's simply speaking in the simple words.
And now, when people consider a new jurisdiction, uh, reputation is a big factor. If we compare
Mhm.
Anjouan to Curacao, Nevis, Malta, or Kanavaki, where does it stand right now?
It's a very good question. I would say first we can consider it first of all it stay between somewhere. I would say it's kind of old Curacao, because people from the industry they understand how it works with old Curacao, the one with master license holders. And right now, Anjouan is kind of easiest way to get into a gaming. This is the most lucrative price and the most lucrative license itself. So I believe it answers the question. I hope so.
Yes, but do banks and affiliates take it seriously?
Affiliates, banks, yeah, definitely. I mean, we have at least 15 banking partners to work with this license, even more. We just need to search and we will find more options. But we mostly work with 3, 4 options, which are long in the market, works well, good prices, good conditions to work with. They don't freeze your account if they suspect something, and so on and so on. This is very lucrative banks, which most of our clients choose. So yeah, banks definitely, affiliates, yes, sure. I mean, that's good license, and if you're looking for some good affiliates, they will consider you as a licensed casino more seriously than the one without license or the one with Curacao. It's gonna be pretty the same as with Anjouan. I mean, Not pretty the same, but of course there are differences. It depends on affiliate perspective. But this license is well recognized, and affiliates recognize this license. Yes, I hope I answered the question.
Yes, and let's talk about what the license actually allows. Can it be used for online casinos, sport betting, poker, B2C services, and even maybe crypto gambling?
Yeah, definitely. I would first of crypto, yes, sure. All you mentioned, yes, sure. I would divide it by kind of three main blocks. First block is B2C operations. B2C is like casino itself, light dealers, slots. It also sports betting. It also poker. It also some other gambling activities, random number generated games like Mines, Blink. This is B2C activity. B2B activity can be a gaming provider, gaming aggregator, platform provider, some B2B service provider. And also the third one is white label service provider. It's a little bit different thing. It's a little bit different application, different process, but white label with Anjouan is also possible. There are at least like 5, 8 white label providers with Anjouan. And basically, these three main blocks I would consider like how to divide what kind of verticals Anjouan covers. And yes, crypto sure, yeah. It's one of the good lights, one of the best lights for crypto.
I will ask you more about crypto actually.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Don't take it clear for now. So, what do you think? Who would you say this license works best for? Like, is it a better for early stage startups looking for speed, or can it also work well for more established operators?
Yes, and yes, both options, of course. For both of them, it's gonna work well. But I would if every casino is different, it's not, I mean, they're pretty similar at the same time, but at the same time, they are different in terms of, because when we apply, we need to prepare the documents. So they're different in documents part, like where is UBO from, passport, his reference letters, what kind of reference letters he has, what kind of providers he works with for aggregation, like game aggregation for platform, if he has some like his own developed games and so on and so on. Also depends on the countries he targets this operator regarding his like future plans and overall how you speak with this person, understand that if this license is going to be suitable or not after speaking, just understanding his how mindset, how he thinks himself. So I cannot answer clearly this question, but it's suitable for everyone as long as you make sure that it clearly like because you when you choose the license, preferable case if you consult with a specialist, because this specialist he knows the right questions and he expects some answers, and he knows how to deal with some different problems, situations, whatever it is. So I would say the best case if you consult and the person will help you to understand if you're suitable. Be careful because there are a lot of sales managers who doesn't care what like you want to do, they just want to sell you and they sell whatever is easier. But in reality, yes, your target market is important for the evaluation, your documents, and of course your budget, because if you're suitable for the Anjouan and you're not suitable for Curacao, so definitely Anjouan as an example. Yeah.
Let's picture if I apply for an Anjouan license today. What happens next? And how quickly could I start operating?
Yeah, a good question. First of all, if you do it with us, we start with introduction to our team of experts. So we create the group in Telegram, WhatsApp, email, whatever you prefer, even WeChat if you want. And our team start the process step by step. So we don't we don't send you the requirements for everything. It makes it very complicated. We start with the small steps, like what you need for company, like passport and utility bill. Yes, for passport and utility bill, company names and I don't know if I'm not mistaken, for some companies we need marital status, something else. But main idea, we start small. Then we gather all these documents, we apply for company. While company is in preparation, we ask you for next kind of bunch of documents required, which are the most important as well. So you start preparing them. And while company is incorporating, you prepare the documents, we prepare our part, like business plan policies, we fill out forms on your behalf, and so on and so on. And basically, from your side, we need just passport, bank reference letter, utility bill, reference letter from lawyer accountant, CV. That's all the documents, personal documents we need. Also, agreement with gaming providers and domain ownership approval. All the rest is on us. So basically, we take care of the rest. And I would divide these two processes to like main big steps is from the moment we start until we apply for the license. So the license application, we need all the documents ready. We need everything is ready and accepted by Anjouan in this case. And also we receive the invoice from Anjouan and you pay this invoice through us, yourself, whatever you prefer. And this is the first step. And usually from 2 to 6 weeks, depending on what the situation with your documents and how good they are, how well they prepared, because John may not accept all our documents. They accept in 90% of cases. And once everything is ready, once we apply it and pay invoice, then it's going to be another 6 weeks of the process to wait for John decision. And with us, it's 100% yes. And it was maybe 2 times for the like past year that it happened that we need to provide something extra on top of the documents we provided. Like one of the client was required to provide no criminal record statement, but it was just one client. It's very small number. So yeah, and yeah, our idea is we provide you the high service. And the biggest advantage that we assist with application with everything we can do without the applicant. So we can do like all we can without asking you questions. We're trying to make it you work as little as possible. So all the work we can done without you, that's on us. That's the main idea behind us, behind MGL.
And what about structure? Do I need to form a local entity in Anjouan, or can it be combined with a company from another jurisdiction?
First of all, I'm not a big fan of Anjouan company itself because they didn't sign this. I always forget the name of this convention, but it's like Apostille Convention, Hague Convention. They are not part of Apostille. So whenever someone asks for Apostille documents, Anjouan company cannot provide such documents, and it's problematic. Some people go to Madagascar, some to UK. To get such apostille documents. But what we prefer to do, we prefer to open company in Belize or Costa Rica because there are no requirements, no restrictions in terms of company. Of course, we need, first of all, to double check with Anjouan if this company will be accepted, if it's something unique, like the one which we didn't have experience before and you want to apply with your company. But in most cases, our like clients come to us, we assist them with Belize, Costa Rica company because it's zero tax, quick setup, and there is privacy for beneficial owners.
Okay, speaking about Belize or Costa Rica, how does that setup usually look?
Yeah, Belize or Costa Rica are going to be holding company, license holding companies. They hold license of Anjouan. And this is the most common setup. Also, you can make it a little bit more complicated, efficient, depending on the scale and size of your company brand. So you can add payment agent company in Cyprus to facilitate payments. Also, you can have extra companies on top of your Belize, Costa Rica company to be parent companies. And there are also a few tricks how you can make much more from the structure and make money. How to say it? I cannot say it. I can tell it in personal calls, but not in live. But yeah, we have other options for structures, how to make it works much better.
Thank you. And quick pause. If you're watching us live, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. By the way, I see some of them there already. Anyway, if you are watching the replay, leave a comment below. What is the one thing you most want to know about the Anjouan license? And we're moving to the next question. Let's talk about money movement with an Anjouan license in hand. Can operators open a bank account today? And are there payment providers already working with it?
Sure, definitely. Bank powers, definitely. And I even had the question regarding bank account today. Yes, if you incorporate Belize, Costa Rica, even Anjouan, we can open bank account. With Anjouan, we'll have a little less options actually available. But yes, you can incorporate bank account. We have at least 15 partners, but whenever we need, we can just go to other partners, we can go to other banks, and we'll find more options. But in reality, you don't need more. You need just like three, five just to be enough to have the most kind of efficient, the most easiest banks, the most cheapest banks in terms of price, the most like the ones which provide you Swift, SEPA, crypto transactions. You need the one which all-inclusive bank account with little requirements and strictness. And we provide this. We have these banks tested by other casinos, and it works great, and it's not expensive. And I would say even more. So usually companies like open one bank account, but in reality, two is the most secure one because, for example, you start operating, you have like big amounts, and banks suspect something. Oh, really? Someone send you $1 million without reason? Okay, it's not gonna happen, but but example. But if something happens and someone send you some money which you didn't send invoice, or you send invoice, it was expired, so you didn't have this deal, but they send money, and bank, for example, kind of, I don't like this transaction. What is it? We're gonna freeze your money. It happened before. It's not. It doesn't happen with our banks. At least for now, I didn't hear anything from our clients, but it may happen again. We're in the gambling in high risk sphere, so the best case, if you have two, three, maybe even four bank accounts, depending on the size of your operations. If you start with one bank account. If you big operator, at least two. I mean, medium operator. If you big operator, three, four bank accounts is going to be uh, more reliable and more kind of risk diversified, we can say.
I would like to receive a lot of money with no reason, but unfortunately, it's only
Yeah.
it's only dream. And we're getting back to the crypto. For companies working with crypto, is Anjouan naturally crypto friendly, as you said, actually, or are there specific compliance requirements to be aware of?
Crypto friendly, yes. Specific requirements. That from the like there is common sense. Okay, for people who didn't have experience with crypto, it may be a little bit unusual, but what you need to consider the wallet itself, which sends you money to your personal wallet, because there is like AML bot checker, something like this. They check the wallet and they write the risk. And they can like low, medium, or high risk. If it's high risk, it means that this money from this specific crypto wallet. This specific crypto wallet has money from like some stolen money from dark web or from some illegal activity, and you get this money to your wallet, so you're kind of involved, and it will not ruin your reputation of the wallet, but it will make it less reputable. It will increase your risk. So such wallets better reject from the beginning, and that's needed to be done if you don't want to have problems in the future. So you need to do the same with your players. We have partner providing payment service, crypto payment service solution. They have this feature integrated. It's not advertisement. I just wanted to say that there are payment providers who have this feature integrated, and just ask if they have, and it will save you in the future some headaches. Like instead of getting illegal money, better not to get it and have less problems in the future. That's my way of thinking.
And I guess every jurisdiction has its limits. What are the main risks of restriction with Anjouan that applicants should know about before they commit?
Before they commit, it's definitely related to, first of all, documents. We need to check documents of the clients to make sure that reference letters are in order. They have reference letter from lawyer or accountant, not from some company, some director or anyone. If they have dual citizenship, for example, we will have some questions, and John will have some questions. So we need to make sure that, first of all, we know everything. You need to make sure that we know everything. You tell us about everything which may be relevant. And then we help you to set up the process so with Anjouan is going to pass smoothly. Um, Second factor, I would consider, no, first one. First factor, documents. Second factor is website reputation. For example, previous activity or like your previous licenses, what it was related, some kind of this. Also, regarding first point, I would say country of UBO is important. Sanctioned, not sanctioned. If it's like FATF blacklisted country or even some countries which licensor may not be happy with. Uh, but anyway, every client is different, and we separate all of them and do proper assessment to remove, not to remove, but at least to understand all the risks and trying to eliminate this risk. And we make sure that everything is aligned with Anjouan policy and requirements, of course. That's how we make 100% rate for license.
You've probably seen some operators rushing to apply, especially in Anjouan. What is common mistake are you already noticing, and how can people avoid it, if possible?
Russian or rushing? You mean rushing, yeah? Like trying to
Rushing,
to apply
rushing,
as fast.
yeah, as fast as
Okay,
possible.
yeah. The biggest mistake is wrong agency. When you choose wrong agency, you're gonna struggle in the future. I've had around 7, 10 requests for like past 6 months, maybe even more. And every like similar request, they want to transfer from bad agent to us. And they had bad experience with their CSP, service provider. And most of such requests, they come from 2, 3 main companies. I cannot say their name, of course, but how you can make sure that you don't face such companies, that the company you'll work will be reliable. First of all, obtain the license only with the companies, you feel comfortable, not just people, because there are sales, they sell and they forget about you. Not always, but with some companies, with most of the companies. Any red flags or any discomfort or even some manipulations during communication, and especially related to agreements, payments, or even any wrong information told, better stop all communicating with them from that moment. And don't, I mean, even if they have good price, in the future you may kind of struggle. It may be difficult for you. So yeah, I would say, like, I hope that's enough. That's good. Let's continue, Christina.
Yeah, let's continue. Now for businesses thinking big. Can the Anjouan license work well as part of a multi-jurisdictional strategy? For example, having operations in one country, the license in Anjouan, and payment agents in the European Union, for example.
Yeah, we have company in offshore based in Costa Rica to save on tax. 0% tax you pay, and that's good. And this company holds the license. So this is the most common structure. We also can add payment agent to facilitate the payments and make it even more more efficient structure. And yeah, like Cyprus gives advantages in PSP in negotiations with PSPs and banks. PSP, like payment service provider. And yeah, structures can be more complicated. We did structure up to, I think, 5 or 6 levels. Just imagine like 5 or 6 different companies, they're connected with each other. So I think this was the most complicated structure, including trust companies. So yeah, what's next?
And finally, looking ahead, do you see Anjouan moving toward Tier 1 status in the next few years, or
Hmm.
do you think it will stay more of a niche option like now?
Will Anjouan become tier 1? Will it be tier 1 license? No, I don't think. I think it's going to be tier 2 license overall, because it's not for tier 1 operations. I think Malta and Ireland tier 1 license in terms of, like reputation and recognition. Um, they're better in terms of reputation recognition. Of course, I wouldn't recommend to still apply for them. You'll have some problems, difficulties. You don't need tier 1 license for your startup, or even other operations. Anjouan is good enough. It's good for everyone. It's popular, it's recognized, and I hope it's gonna stay the same as it is now, or even grow better as they do. And they, like, probably this month or next month they will reach 1,000 active, not active, but yeah, active licenses. The licenses granted to 1,000 companies. So yeah, it's big, great license, great tier 2 license. I wouldn't consider this tier 1 license personally, my personal opinion.
And before we wrap up, we have got a question from one of our subscribers. I found it some days ago under one of our posts on Telegram channel. what is the latest news from Timor-Leste? I guess it's pronounced like this.
Timor-Leste.
Yeah.
Liste,
Yes.
Leste. Actually, yeah, I was pronouncing always Leste, but maybe it's Liste.
I have checked it before the live. It written like Liste because it's
Liste.
Portugal word
Mm.
or something like this. Yeah, so Timor-Leste.
Yeah, Portugal. I think it's probably because of history, like maybe Portugal invaded these islands. But as far as I know, it's Asian island above the Oceania, above Australia. As far as I remember, I may be mistaken a little bit. But anyway, what's happening there? First of all, they gave one license for how it's called. There was the company that gave license calls like something like GR8. I don't remember. Some big casino operation. And they didn't give any more licenses and they don't give any more of such licenses. They right now on development stage because this license holder, which like this GG some brand, and they obtain this license. And right now they can kind of sublicense other operators, but not for gambling activity. They can sublicense them for supplier activity, like help desk, marketing, support team, and all the similar activity. So right now, no possibility to get license for operations for casino. No possibility. We're waiting on standby. They're developing. They like creating some offices. They creating some infrastructure. They looking how it's gonna work. But yeah, I mean, there was even one big case with this Timor-Leste license. We had one request from, I cannot say the name, but this very big operator which makes like around 200 million, I think 200 million plus GGR per month. And they wanted to get Timor-Leste license. We were negotiating, discussing. They wanted to get not from Timor-Leste directly, but from this license holder. So it didn't go through because it was very complicated and this operator, let me check the name. I cannot, Timor-Leste. I cannot, GRO, it's called. And yeah, it didn't go through because of some things. I cannot say. Everything is kind of under NDA, but yeah, they don't issue license any yet. They will do it later. I hope, I believe so. Yeah, I'm done, Christina. What's next? Any more questions?
No, that was my last question. I just have
All right.
the question by me about this Timor-Leste or Leste anyway. Um, if there are so many questions and problems with this jurisdiction, why operators still consider it?
Not problems, not questions. Just everyone interested in this license, but it's not available for kind of application. So nobody can apply. That's the situation. And we have requests for this license. We are on standby, but that's all we can do.
I
We
got
wait.
it. And meanwhile, we have a question from listeners. What are the requirements for launching a sweepstakes casino, I guess? Who's the best sweeps casino provider at the moment? Can we use Anjouan or it's not sufficient?
Anjouan, no. Best provider of what? Sweepstakes casino? It depends.
Yeah,
I cannot say any specific names, but um, if you ask me in person, I probably can tell a few names. Regarding requirements, you need um, a legal opinion, you need policies, you need integrated geofencing, preferably from third party. You need KYC integrated, of course, AML, not just policy, but how it's called, like AML compliance when you do check of the people or playing casino and making sure they don't do money laundering. And also bank, you need local company in US and local bank account and brick and mortar bank, not just online bank, but brick and mortar bank. This is requirements in the like basic high level.
Okay, thank you. I guess it's clear because the user deleted the user has deleted the question. Anyway, does anyone have any questions or maybe something to add? You can leave a comment or a question in the special section on our Telegram channel.
I have also pricing for Timor-Leste. They also send it to me. It's not expensive, but it's getting expensive in terms of percentage needs to be paid for this GRU. So if anyone interested, just let me know. Mm, mm.
For now, no
How many
questions.
how many people do we have, Christina?
Let me check.
I'm
The
curious.
same. The same. Maybe someone was
One?
on Telegram. One participant, yeah.
All right.
Maybe someone was on Telegram. You can see, you can hear, I guess. Yeah, okay, so let's wrap up.
All right.
If no
Good.
questions. Yeah, and no participants. So, thank for sharing your insights. That was a very practical deep dive. For anyone watching, for example, uh, offline,
Me and you.
not live, if you're exploring licensing options, whether it's Anjouan or another jurisdictions like Timor-Leste, Leste, MGL can help you structure it right from the start. And before we wrap up, let us tell us in the comments, would you consider Anjouan for your project? Why or why not? If yes, feel free to contact us. We can help you get the license as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining and see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye bye.